game week, which is game week 6, yes. We also have Game Legend versus Taffman, which will be watched by yourself, Bob. Taffman struggled. He's had 2 players sent off in the last 2 games. Is he looking okay? Is he a bit despondent or?
He looks okay in himself, but there are 3 players totally unavailable for selection. Endo looks like he's back from an injury. But yeah, he's got Stefan Badjitic, the Liverpool youngster, who's pretty decent. He's suspended. They got Alberto Moreno and Matis Soare, who are both out for this game as well with red injuries. So yeah, on the bare bones as staff man, but he's got a squad of 20. He'll be able to absorb this, hopefully, maybe, probably.
That's another horror. Is game week 6
the
week of horrible
Game
defenses?
Legend? Could be offside. I think it's on. I was right to think it's on. Nice sort of turn of possession in the middle of the pitch. The wedding venue, Dewsbury Hall, senses it for Jordan, and he's not a big tit. He scored the goal.
Bob, what be occurring in your game?
What be occurring in my game? Well, it's 25 minutes to go. It's still 1-0 to Game Legend. And Taffan's had 2 of the best 3 chances of the game. Game Legend scored his chance. And unfortunately, Taffman has not scored the next to best 2 chances. So changes afoot now by both teams. Taffman sticking with his formation, changing up the personnel just a touch, and just the 1 change for Game Legend. It's been a bit drab in this second half, but a 1 goal will really tell us where this game's going to go. Back to you. Full time here, 1-0 to Game Legend, and the second half never really got going.
19 and 8 on target, and that is Armstrong having won the league a game early. So we're getting a nice little trophy lift.
There we go. We'll leave the trophy lift up there for a second because it's always good, and we'll do it from Rich's perspective.
I think he's on the whiskey. You think he's on the hard stuff. It's been a long night.
Oh dear. Here we go. Trophy lift. At least. At least he's getting involved in it.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Nice one. So yes, we had Game Legend 1, Taffman 0. Was the game as tight as the score line seemed?
Yeah, in the first half, I think Taffman had a couple really good opportunities. One at 0-0, where he really should have scored. And then the one decent piece of quality, Game Legend was able to tuck away. Taffman had another chance while it was 1-0, and once again did not finish that. The only other sort of interesting thing about Game Legend and his team is the sort of quandary of James Ward-Prowse. I think he must have had a bad injury at the start of the tournament because every time I've seen him, he's been on an orange injury, so he might be going through injections for the whole entire tournament. But he got brought on for the last 20 minutes, and there was a dangerous set piece, and he wasn't on it. So I don't know if Game Legend has actually gone in and set up his set piece takers. It seems mad to me that you wouldn't have James Ward-Prowse on your set pieces. And from the set piece that I'm talking about, it fell to James Ward-Prowse in the area, and he had the worst shot I've seen for quite some time. So yeah, a lot to say about 1-0 that was quite boring, so I'll shut up.
And here we go. Here is the table. And as we saw from Rich Owen's stream, Armstrong has indeed won the title and will be making his way into the finals in a few weeks' time. But this is where it gets very, very interesting, because there are still a lot of people that can go through. United City, after that defeat, is still sat on 10 points in second place with a -2 goal difference. Parnell is only a point away, as is Wally. They're both on a 3 goal difference with 9 points. Game Legend is sat on 8 points of a -1 goal difference. And Mitchie is in sixth with 7 points and a -4 goal difference. So it's going to be a very, very interesting final week. Taffman is on 4 points and now cannot qualify on -7. And Rich Owens is on 2 points and is the only person in the group without a win to his name and is on 2 points of a -7 goal difference. So this makes things very, very interesting as we go into game week 7. And here are game week 7 fixtures. It is Armstrong already qualified against Parnell, who needs to get a win in order to secure that promotion spot. Taffman against Rich Owens. The only game with nothing to play for, other than can we see Rich ending his run and getting himself a win on that last game. United City versus Mitchie. Goal difference is going to play a big part here. United City on 10 points, Mitchie on 7 points. United City really needing that win to keep that second spot. And Wally versus Game Legend. Both players just outside of that top 3 and wanting to get the win to give themselves that chance of going into the finals in a few weeks.